Out here, as long as they file it on freaking iPhone, they'll do shit. Oh yeah, it was really good. Did it to you, or you do it, or steam, or what? If anything, just hang on. I gotta talk about work for a second, and then walk out.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Less allocate.
Somewhat.
Smooth flying from the way on me. See what it is. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test.
I feel stupid lifting things this high.
You got your face way too close to the lock.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. It's your face on the internet. I don't know, bud. Shit.
No. I ain't opening anything.
Can you identify what's set versus what's not?
This fucking one pin isn't set. God damn.
Let me get this fan going. So we're gonna die out here.
What? I don't think I can get enough lift on it.
Do you know what you're doing right now?
No.
What's your goal?
It's fucking
Find the first binding pen, right?
Yeah, should be number 5.
Can you get to it? Can you feel it?
I can feel it.
Because it should be down fucking hard.
I don't think I can reach that high with this one.
Okay. There's a way to find out if you have the key. So let me see, which hook were you using? Or which pick were you using?
This one? That's the one you gave me.
So, you're picking from this right side shelf, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can get to it. But 4's in your way. Don't be so concerned about messing with 4 because it's a really high lift too. Do whatever you gotta do to get that fucker up there. You're really gonna have to torque on it. Don't bend the pick. There's no point. But
Except don't bend the pick.
you haven't been a pick yet, so you don't know what it feels like.
No. I'm sure it feels very sad.
It feels like money going over.
Oh wait, I think that was it.
So what do you feel right now?
Feel. Damn sure I got 5. One definitely feels like it's binding.
So
There we go.
there you go.
Thank fucking
You got your
white belt.
lock.
Here we go. Holy shit. Yeah.
Now, let's step up in difficulty. Just a tad.
I was not pushing 5 down. That thing was so high.
5 is so high, man. Alright, so what's next?
Jesus Christ. You want the key to this? Like in it? Is that how you like it?
Yeah, we're gonna end up making you a challenge like using that core.
Oh, that's...
So just set it right here. I already laid out the pins that we're gonna make.
Here, I'll just... I don't know what the key is.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, this is the steering tool I was told to get.
The gut wrench.
You like it?
I love it.
Alright, I'll
Probably my
definitely...
favorite tool.
I think I already ordered one actually.
So,
It should be in the mail.
this is the Master DG. And I'm going to pick it here just to be sure. 99% of the time, these things are full of master wafers, and you probably only got to set 1 or 2.
I haven't seen a master wafer yet.
The downside of it is, it's got a really restricted keyway.
Okay.
So getting your feel to get under the pins is kind of a nightmare.
Start sliding around on the
Yeah,
sides of it.
because you got to find that spot. That was a set. I thought it was a set. I'm going to embarrass myself too. There's a set. There's a set. And I really had to like dig under to get to either 4 or 5. That was a set.
That was a lot of them.
Yeah.
So what do the master wafers look like?
I'll show you. I've got some over here.
Alright.
They look like regular pins. They're just really thin.
Oh, I've seen them. I know what you're talking about.
What locks do you have over there that are next up in the difficulty? I don't have a whole lot in the way of...
You talking from white?
Yeah. What have you opened before? You have an orange belt. What lock did you open for orange?
It was one of these. I think it was a 140.
Master 140 is a great orange belt lock.
Yeah. There's two of them right here.
Grab that one. That should be this pick.
This one?
Yeah.
That's a 150 down there.
So, yeah,
And I got
150,
these.
140. The problem is I stole all these acquired for the video people.
I think this one was an orange belt too.
Sorry for all the people in chat. I'm not watching the chat right now, but I acquired all these from an army base, so I don't know whether or not they're in good condition.
Corey said the real thing. Let's see if Justin can get yellow.
Dude, I couldn't. Those things are crunchy.
You said the 140?
Yeah, do the 140 next.
Alright.
Kind of work your way up. I failed. I couldn't get yellow.
Alright.
A lot of those locks are really, really shitty.
The 140s?
No, the
Oh,
Master
the militaries?
Let's see if I can. I'm trying to see if I can get it in shot here.
This one shouldn't be too
Too
bad.
much fucking delay.
I've got one. One of them gives me a lot of trouble, but the other one I can open up pretty quick. I'm gonna start mixing up all your shit with
There's a
mine.
lot of corrosion on that core. That's why I try not to give them to new people.
I ain't gonna do it like that.
You can just get yellow. Oh man.
What is the Master 140 having it again? Do you
Should
remember?
be nothing. Should be just standard pins.
Take it out from there.
The older Master 140s had spools.
It's like what the Master 150's got, yeah?
Master 150, I don't think it even has any yet. Yeah, Master 150 has spools. I've got a 151 over here somewhere that doesn't have any spools in it.
Oh, it wasn't even in the keyway. Oh, overset something immediately.
This lifting thing you're doing with your pick. Here, let me show you how I hold the pick. Because you're like getting all your fingers on
Yeah.
it, which isn't a horrible thing, but you're trying to like lift the pick. I use the bottom of the keyway to kind of lever very slowly.
I've been told I can break them, right?
No.
No?
You gotta break a fucking pick.
I saw that one time on Reddit when I was little before a white belt. I'm
Fuck
like,
no.
fuck
Lever
that
the
then.
shit out of that thing, dude.
fucking makes sense.
It gives you a consistent point to lever off of so that you can feel what you're doing. The only time you're going to break a pick is if you've got really stupid heavy tension or you're pushing on warding.
You do it like right here.
Here.
Where do you hold it? Right there?
Let me see the tensioner. You're good. Just stay there. So I'm going to get my pick all the way against the bottom of the keyway and start lifting. So 1, 3's binding. Click on 3. Click on 4. And we're open.
Got it.
So 2 didn't even bind at all.
Oh, you already reset. Okay.
Yeah. It's spring loaded. Ha, suckers. I opened the 140 in 5 seconds.
Fucking orange belt. It's gonna be kind of tricky how to learn how to count them if I'm up on the bottom of the keyway. I'll have to figure that
It's
out.
a good habit to get into. Having a consistent point to lever off of.
Alright. Dig in there. Even in it? Oh, sorry.
You're good, man.
Oh, there we go. Alright, now I can see where the fuck I am.
See? It's a little easier.
Come on.
Get
Let me
it?
see.
So I think mine was 1, 4, and 3. Let me close this door. Apparently that your yellow.
Let me at least feel where I'm at. A little bit thicker. I overset something in there. There's one, right? one.
Yeah, there is an Ace Brass 40mm on the table. he's asking what it was.
Oh.
We're trying to slowly work up to that level. I'm trying to correct some mistakes in the way that he picks.
Pick like garbage.
Well, it's just, you never have anybody to learn from.
Oh. That feels like it's binding right there. Hands are all sweaty.
So instead of like a consistent pressure, I'm constantly moving my wrist, feeling. And I'll move the pick left and right and make sure that I'm actually under the pin. Because sometimes if you're too far right or too far left, you're actually picking the side of the keyway.
Alright. Where's one? And you said you didn't pick two, but two feels damn well like it's binding.
Try it. I may have accidentally touched it.
No, there's no click out of it. It just goes up and up and up.
Never set.
Yeah.
2 is probably a 0 lift.
Does that mean it's already at shear?
Could be. I don't think Master Lock has any in key cut. It's already at shear. But
Alright, well fuck two.
could be close enough there.
There we go.
Alright.
Alright.
You got the 140.
Justin, is it
Making
going to take
progress.
my blue belt away? Or my orange? Alright. This one was mine, right?
Alright, audio's back, so everyone can hear you again.
Everybody can hear me, bitch.
More like crying.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna reset the whole
Alright,
thing.
pause everything, don't make any noise for just a sec. Let's try to get audio quality. Alright, you're good.
Good. Definitely feeling a lot better than when I first picked these up.
Yeah, man.
At least I can. So you do it right.
The rule of everything you do that requires attention to detail is to always be comfortable. The ABCs.
How far down do you put the back of the? Whenever you're holding it, do you do it like up where
The
your
only thing
index?
that's touching,
Right, is this?
yeah, that's about how I pick.
Okay, so you do it like, alright.
Just keep in mind that middle finger, the closer it is to the lock, the better the feedback you're going to get.
So stick it in the lock.
If you can.
Been told I have small fingers.
How's the audio sound now, guys? I'm probably quiet because I'm behind the microphone right now.
Come on. Fine. Fuck.
Okay, cool.
What they say.
So that's good. Nobody said anything yet. You haven't opened anything, but no one's talking shit yet.
Oh, thank God.
Give it time. They will.
I don't want Cobb talking shit.
So Federico, there's a fan in the background. We're in my garage right now and trying not to die. I did my best to filter it out, but if I do any more, you're not going to hear any clicks from the lock.
Does Cobb have a belt color?
I don't know.
He needs to.
Hey, Corncob, where's your belt, bro?
He needs to flare up or square up. That's how it is. He's gonna fucking be black belt.
You keep talking shit about belts, but your goal is to make blue belt today. You haven't gotten close.
I'm halfway there.
Have you opened your email lock yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Vote.
all you need is challenge lock and a blue belt.
But I ain't do it on camera.
Oh, you need your gut video.
Yeah. I kept on fucking that up.
There's a lot of cursing, guard,
Sorry.
but it's not me this time. I'm just standing back here watching.
This is a Christian stream.
This is not a Christian stream. If I wanted him to be brown belt, I'd go get a shark key and make the tensioner for him. I've already got the tensioner, actually. You got to keep in mind that this guy only picked a lock by picking the Euro up until about 2 hours ago. So he's relearning how to pick locks right now.
Struggle bus.
Don't worry, Snow. I got a Medico over here waiting on him. He'll get purple if he can open that 1100.
Snow's watching.
Yep. Snow, Corncob, Guardiola, Mr. Flebron. Flebron? I don't know how you pronounce his last name. Lebron? Lebron? I don't know.
Snow always tells me
My Spanish sucks. Sorry, buddy.
tells me the trick is to get the clickety click in the lock
Yeah.
every time.
He's a snarky little 15-year-old.
I'm just oversetting one over and over again.
I thought about doing a dual screen. Picture in picture of me over here picking this new ASA Maximum.
You said you recommended dropping down
Dropping down what?
in
Yes. Pick
thickness?
up one of the blue ones. Grab one that's not completely fucking torqued. There's a couple here.
work.
Well, I was using them on a really shitty lock, so they're kind of...
This one won't be okay?
Yeah, give it a shot.
This one feels alright. Yeah, I see it rubbing around in there.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I bent them a little bit when I was picking a really difficult lock. They got a little warp.
sure it's sticking out.
Did you get back to your full set yet?
Nope.
So I seem to remember that number 1, the first pin, is the standard pin. So if you just straight lift pin 1, you should fall into a false set.
Fine.
Get your middle finger up there. There you go. I know you're gonna get it.
I'll get it eventually.
You gotta break the bad habits. Find pin 1. Should feel stiff.
Keep on slipping. It's because it's round.
Yeah.
I haven't used the round ones very much. There we go.
Keep lifting. Oh, it didn't want to drop. So,
Mm-mm.
did you feel a click?
Not at all.
Is it rubbing? Is it binding?
I don't think so.
It may not be high enough. So
It's sticking in there.
what may have to happen? The edge of one of those spools may be sitting right on the edge of the shear, so you may have to lift one of the spools. So go see if you can get a couple little clicks out of the other ones, and then come back to pin 1.
Roger that. Yeah, my hands are definitely cramping up a lot less. I was used to pick. Maybe that's why I was picking them upside down the whole time, because it felt a lot easier on my hands.
Well, I mean, again, it's 2 different skill sets: picking in hand versus picking in the ice. Eventually, you'll be able to do either one.
Come on. Come on, 1. Fuck. Just fucking taunting me.
That's probably the hardest one to lock.
It's the ace?
Yeah.
That's what I
I
thought.
think that lock should be green. Personal opinion. Yeah, these are his first vice picks. First picking American style,
Texas style?
Texas style. Woo! Up until about 2 hours ago, this guy had never picked in a vice and always picked with the keyway flipped.
Damn, where is this full set?
We'll find it. Find the miners. Don't be lifting pins just willy-nilly.
I know.
Touch the pin, give it a little jiggle up and down. If it's binding, lift it.
That was binding.
And again, binding is really stiff.
Yeah.
There's quite a difference between one that gives you a little bit of movement versus one that's binding.
No, I think that was one right there. It didn't drop back down though.
It's not supposed to drop that down. Your tensioner might be pushing it, holding it there. Here, let me give it a shot. Let's see if we can figure out what the actual binding order is. I know you're getting sad right now.
Yeah, that's alright. I was real frustrated with that white belt.
Oh no, I get it.
I
So,
was pissed.
let's see if I can get my orange belt today. So,
I can open all my oranges.
feels like one's binding to me. But it's binding very lightly. It's kind of got a drag to it.
Okay.
So,
I'll get
no, you're good. I don't give a shit. So I'm going to tension really. I'm kind of what I'd call medium and try to lift one. Doesn't give me anything. So it's not ready yet. Two is definitely binding. You got to click out of 2.
Yeah.
I'm moving. Notice how I'm moving very slowly and very controlled. This is probably the word to use. I've got my pick against the bottom of the keyway, and when I want to go to another pin, I lift the rear of my pick to slide the tip under the next pin, and then lift up again.
Okay.
I'm just doing a rocking motion. I'm not even counting pins right now. I'm just looking for a binding pin. So I think I'm at the rear lock, so I'm going to push all the way to the rear, lift up, come back until I feel pin 5. 5. Gives me a little bit of movement, like that first one we looked at. And then it goes stiff, so we're going to leave it alone. 4 does the same. 3 does the same. 2 fills set. See if 1 was our false set. So
Okay.
what's happening right now, you got your core of the lock and the shear line.
Mhm.
2 is the only spool that's not sitting far enough to actually engage the missing diameter part of the spool.
Gotcha.
So let's see if I can repeat it.
So you're
One.
going 2 then 1.
No, I'm gonna start from the beginning.
Going for binding.
Instead of trying to like memorize it,
Right.
I'm gonna go for binding. 1 gave me a tiny click. 2 gave me a click. 3 gave me nothing. 4 gave me nothing. And I should, instead of saying nothing, 5 is springy. 4 is springy. 3 is springy. 2 feels set because I don't feel any spring. Let's check 1. And 1 gave me a false set. Give it a shot.
Watch that.
There's 4 spools in a standard pin in a Ace 40mm. Somebody was talking. Using the bottom of the keyway as your consistent point is very helpful.
Got enough tension. Go for that.
Huge false set.
They're just ping ponging.
What's ping pong?
1 and 2. I think I'm just hitting them both at the same time.
Okay, reset the lock. You're doing this quick stabbing type motion. Do it slow. Be very controlled about it. Start lifting. I'm doing like a wiggle like this.
Like a,
And then
like
I'll
a
touch
worm.
pin 1, gives me a little bit of feedback, and then I'll bypass 1. 2 is stiff. I had to like almost force the pick under pin 2. That's how stiff it felt.
This one. Oh, that was 5. Okay.
Corncob, I haven't gutted enough of them to know, but the 2 that I have gutted, the standard pin was in 1.
Felt like 1. See, and then 1 just fell back down. Well, maybe it
Then
doesn't matter.
you may not have gotten it high enough to actually set it. Did you set 2?
Mm-hmm. Thought I had. I don't get any of that false set feedback, so I don't know what's going wrong.
Well, there's no false set. You're not going to get any false set feedback.
Cool.
It's going to feel like a regular standard pin
Mm-hmm.
until you actually fall into a false set.
Ain't feeling anything moving on the tension wrench.
Well,
I know what you mean, though.
you'll know when it goes.
Yeah, I saw it. It was very audible. Alright, there's 1. 1 is annoying. So, 2.
We have all 4 viewers right now.
Wow.
It's like half the lock sport community.
Are you part of Tool?
No,
I don't think so.
There's never been a chapter near me that's worth like actually fucking joining.
Yeah, that's what I was
So,
looking at.
I'd like to start a tool chapter at Fort Hood, but you need a group of like 10 to 12 consistent pickers that meet regularly before you can apply for your own tool chapter.
Is that like the Grand Wizard rank?
That's not appropriate.
Sorry.
It's definitely not appropriate for 2 white dudes. 2 white Texans.
I've taken my EO classes. Alright. Fuck me. Alright. Fuck the 1 and 2. I'm just gonna go from back to front.
Well, again, your movement should be gentle. It should be gentle enough that you feel when you contact the pin. Give it a lift. If it's springy, leave it alone. Don't lift any higher.
Five is spring.
Oh, good call, guard. I didn't see it.
What?
Flip your tensioner. So that, because on this lock it's flat here, use that tensioner there.
What do you mean, on the bottom?
Yeah, no, on the top.
Oh, okay.
So right now, you're using the long end. I didn't even catch it, dude. Yeah, there you go. The closer you are to vertical and not sticking away from the lock, the better your feedback's going to be.
Oh, okay.
So I would back off on your tension just a bit.
Set right there.
Yeah. I'm just kind of guesstimating from your
No, it's definitely pretty light for me.
thumb.
It's gonna go under.
So anytime I approach a new lock, I apply the bare minimum amount of tension and see if anything binds, and then I'll slowly add tension until only one pin will bind.
Everything else is binding, so I mean something's not going right here.
There you go. You got the feel down.
If anything, I feel a lot better about control inside of the lock.
Yeah.
Hands aren't nearly as cramped as they normally are.
We'll figure out which child is randomly right.
Come on. Still can't get the false set. That's probably overset. That's way too damn high.
Keep poking. I think I gotta lock some new locks.
No, I still haven't found what I think is the false set. That's how you do
don't
it.
know.
I know. I've gone into them.
All right, so I want you to hold the tension, and I'm gonna run the pick. So
You're
I'm
not-
gonna tell you whether or not you're using too much tension.
You're not going to guide my hands?
Fuck no, I'm not guiding your hands. This is COVID times. All right, hold the tension how you would normally hold it. I'm looking at your thumb,
okay.
and I know.
There you go.
All right, so 1 is kind of springy. 2 is binding. More tension.
Okay.
So 2 felt like it was binding, and then I got about halfway up the travel of setting it,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of lost feedback.
Well, it certainly felt like the tension wrench moved a lot.
When I was initially doing that, well, that's now you're in a false set.
That's what it. Yeah.
So all I did to get to that point was touch 2. Like I jiggled 1, it felt springy,
Mm-hmm.
and then I felt 2, and it felt stiff. I started to lift,
Mm-hmm.
and then I lost all feedback. It was like nothing was there.
Yeah.
That's when I had you crank the tension, and I pushed up on it, and it set. And then after it set, I came back
So
and set 1.
I was too light the whole
Yeah.
time.
Some locks, you got to change it up.
I know.
If you felt like you lost feedback when you're picking on something, you're probably too light.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to check them out.
But hey, swapped the wrong way. One. Where's 1 at? 1, 2. Reset. Come on, one. Oh, there it is. Don't fuck it up. I think I fell out of it. Fell out of it. So we got 1, 2. It's hitting the roof. So. 1. Shit. What's that? Oh, that's good. Two. Oh, there we go. False set. Oh, why that's not going into it originally. Pins.
Making progress yet?
Yeah, I can get it into a false set occasionally,
Okay.
but I'm only doing that by messing with 1 and 2. But it's like I can only get it like 20% of the time. It's dropping in, no matter how much I jiggle 1.
Well,
It'll
if you jiggle 1, that means it's not set. It means it's not ready to be even touched.
right.
So I want you to jiggle 1.
Okay. Jiggling.
Feel it? Moving, right?
Yeah, it's loose.
Spring pressure,
Yeah.
go to 2.
All right, and then I go to 2.
You instead of like lifting straight up by default,
Uh-huh.
get to the point where you feel resistance. You feel it stiff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Start lifting.
I overset it.
Back off. There you go.
So I'm on 1. And
You
it
got a
wasn't that
feeling you
high.
might accidentally be hitting 3 instead of 2.
Okay. So just go under 1.
Yep.
That's me pressing 1 right now.
Nothing on 1, right?
No.
Okay. Now, move forward to 2. And it should feel stiff. I kind of poke around it. It should feel stiff.
So once I hit false set, I know false set at this point. But alright, I'm pretty sure that's 2.
It's not 2 because I didn't hear click.
Oh, I didn't press up yet.
Oh, alright.
But there's still no click.
It should feel stiff all the way up.
We ain't got no tension on it.
Like when you start to lift 2, it should feel stiff, and then stiff, 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 and then you'll hear the click for set. There you go, reset.
It's 1. It's 1. So I should go under. I don't mean to jab it. I don't know. I like the round pick. It just
So,
maybe if I go from the back.
well, when you're approaching a pin using a round pick, let me get one to show you. Instead of it staying under,
Mm-hmm.
so if your pick is rounded, as soon as you feel it stiff, you're going to be on this section, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you start to lift, if you're not pushing forward just a tad to stay under it while you lift,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to slip off. But when you lift it, it should feel stiff, 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 and then click, it's set.
Okay.
So you may end up having to
Sliding.
kind of push your pick under a little as you do it.
So I'm probably sliding in between the cones.
Correct. Like it should feel stiff the whole way up, and then you'll hear a click.
Alright.
If you lose that stiff feeling, it means you either slipped off the pen or you're on the wrong fucking pen.
Okay. There we go, 2. One. That's how I was getting to false set a couple times. But it's just springy.
2 is springy?
No, 1. 1, I already got a click out of
You
1.
never even set 2, did you?
Thought I did.
I didn't hear a click. Looked like you almost had a false set.
Ooh, almost got me $1.
Hey, picking schools is a huge part of learning how to pick locks.
I'm not hearing any clicks out of it now.
Was it stiff?
Hmm?
Was it stiff?
Mm-hmm.
Keep pushing.
See what you're saying about staying on that tip, though.
So when I'm watching, you've got a consistent tension, and then you go to push up on 2, and your tension wrench just consistently gets heavier. It's like you're pushing both at the same time.
Okay.
So you may feel like you're setting, but in reality, you're just hitting the point where you applied so much tension it won't move anymore. Try to keep your tension wrench pressure consistent.
That just felt like me flying off of it.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
I don't know.
It's not that high up.
I know it's
It's
not.
just concerning right now.
So
So
I've gotten into it a couple times,
You
and I
see that?
thought that's all I've touched.
I'm gonna find
Oh, here.
No, you're good. Stay there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the right tension, and then I'm gonna hold the tension wrench while you just use one hand. So gentle touching 1, very springy.
Mm-hmm.
And notice this movement that I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just contacting the bottom of the pen, and then I push forward, 2 is very stiff, and I'm doing that jiggle while I move in and out just a tad, so I can find the center of the pin.
Okay.
So I found the center of the pin, and then I lost it. And then I lost it. Wow, I said it and didn't realize it.
It was already in set.
Yeah. So let's do that again.
I didn't see it.
Let's try heavier tension. So the problem is when you apply heavier tension, you may get what's, I guess, a false binding order because you're actually binding it more than you should. So 2, I'm going to back off. Alright, so I'm going to hold your tension. Lift 2.
Okay.
There you go. It's weird, isn't it? So do your jiggle for 1.
All right. I see what you're saying, trying to bounce it on.
Yep, I'm trying to find the center.
All right, I think that's 1.
I think you're on 2 right now, bud. 1 is, you can see 1.
I see with the shadows.
You see how close 1 is right there?
Yeah, it's like right.
Yep. That's why I think you were on 3 and not 2. I heard a click. Now check 1.
All right, so, oh, I didn't mean to bring it up so fast.
1 should be stiff right now, right?
Can't even reach the damn thing. There we go. Now it's
Stiff.
bouncy.
Okay, you didn't get 2 all the way.
All right.
Should be 2 right there. I think now you're approaching 3.
That was me falling off a bit.
Alright, here, I think that was your pick falling off, so we're going to reset. I'm going to go back. Do your jiggle test on 1.
Alright.
You can see 1.
I know. It's just...
And if you're unsure of how far you need to move for each one, find the keys. Oh, well, they're on the lock. It's not very far.
You want me to unlock it real quick?
Yeah, good luck. So, let's talk about angles of the pick.
Alright.
Remember how I said to find the correct angle where you know that when you lift, you get full? You get full lift. So, same thing. I'm going to keep my angle just like that. 1 is springy. 2 felt like it set. And there's our false set. Sometimes you gotta jiggle between them and lift.
Okay.
2 isn't as crisp of a snap that I heard
I
earlier.
can sure hear it.
I felt it.
Saw
I
it.
felt that it disappeared, like all of my feedback disappeared, and then I started jiggling and I couldn't feel any resistance. Felt set.
Alright. So 1, jiggle test on 1, jiggly. So then I go under.
Should feel stiff right now.
It is stiff.
Okay,
Very
keep going
stiff.
until it doesn't feel stiff anymore. There, that sounded like it.
Sounded like it.
Alright, check 1.
Alright, so whenever I go backwards, do I do this again?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's a good habit to get into, to not disturb pins as you move through the stack. You may need to back off tension for 1.
That's what I was doing a little bit. No. I think I might have bumped 2 coming off of it.
Well, if you've got tension on it, you're probably not going to overset it. It's really hard to overset one just moving that slow.
Maybe that's 3. I didn't hear anything.
I'm looking at your pick angle.
Right there?
No,
That's
instead of your hand over here, bring it this way. On the right side of the keyway, so that when you lift...
So you're not tilting it, you're...
Well, I am tilting it.
Oh, you're doing both?
You were tilting, but you were left of center. So your pick is always going to be rubbing against the keyway. Find the position where you can slide your pick in there, and it doesn't rub the keyway.
Right there.
Yep. That's the magic.
Okay. So is that when you start a lock, you do that first? Okay.
Your goal is to get the pick in there without rubbing the keyway, because rubbing the keyway kills your feedback.
I think I just got two.
Okay. Check one again.
It's still springy. So I
Okay,
go back to
you didn't
two.
get two.
Come on, two.
Don't be afraid, one, to give them a little extra push. I know you're being gentle right now. Or lift them a little higher.
I'm trying to learn.
What, baby? Yeah, we will. Yeah, we'll make some slates.
Time. Oh man. Alright.
So, she's warming up food. She made the enchiladas and thought we were busy and put them in the fridge.
Oh.
So, check it out. A real common thing to do is to wiggle your pick left and right like this, so that you know exactly where you're not hitting the keyway. Because if you're touching the keyway with the pick, it's going to kill all feedback.
What about on the spine of the pick? When you lever it, that
It's not going to matter. I like to
Alright.
have mine levering, touching.
just on the bottom though?
Yep.
That's gotta be a spool I'm pushing right there. That's gotta be free.
Did you get your false set?
Nope.
Don't do anything until you get the false
I
set.
know, I was kept on sliding past too.
Try a different pick, man. Everyone has a preference. Try my...
This one's mine because it's red.
Try this one. It's a little
Flatter.
wavy because I've been using it for some hard locks.
Mhm.
Let's see if we can straighten it out relatively well. Here you go.
Appreciate it.
Now you're getting hungry, smelling that food.
Yeah.
It'll make all these dudes jealous.
There we go.
See?
Okay. I found it immediately. Alright, so then I look for the hardest.
Remember, anytime you start searching for spools, back off your tension. Light tension. There you go. As soon as the core starts to move, that's probably the right place.
There we go.
And then start lifting.
I think I goofed it up. Goofed it up. Yeah, on the Discord? Yeah. Yeah, I woke up this morning and I saw BDSM rats. And I was like...
Places on non-stop dumpster fire. Man.
There's no way it's that high. I know it's not that high. Ace is kicking my ass.
He's getting his ass kicked by an orange belt lock right now.
You think it should be green?
I think it should be green.
I don't mind getting my ass kicked by a green, but
Problem is we don't have much in between orange and blue.
no. I mean, I think all my locks, almost all of them are orange or yellows.
I mean, you can give up on this one and start going straight for blue belt. Don't matter. I gotta check this.
I don't know. What's the point of blue belt if I can't pick orange?
Tell you what, continue on that one until dinner. We'll eat and we'll try blue. How you doing, girl?
Oh, fuck. What about green? No. Oh. Got a couple more goes.
I hope you enjoy spicy food, sir.
I love spicy foods.
You're in for a fucking treat, man. My wife gives no fucks. She won't burn her face off, bro. Yeah, I think we're probably gonna go straight to 1100. We were trying to work our way up, though.
At least I'm comfortable, at least picking in this position.
Changes things.
This
Well,
feels way better.
It's different when you start playing with serrations because the feedback is a lot more slight, is the word you use. We're about to go fucking munch down on some salsa verde enchiladas. Salsa verde.
Come on, fucker, set. Oh, there we go. Alright. Pick wasn't crooked enough.
Now, start searching for spools.
Alright, and then...
You got it. So, there you go. Now, it looks like you lost your false set.
Yeah, that's what it felt
Go
like.
get it back.
Alright,
So,
can
check pin 2 and pin 1.
Alright, so jiggle. That one's jiggly. I think I'm on two.
Should feel stiff. You're just looking for something stiff. Okay, check pin 1.
No, that's pin number 1, what I'm feeling right there. There's two.
Don't lift any higher. So what I want you to do is go back to pin 3
Mm-hmm.
and give it a slight push. You may be hanging on the edge of that spool.
It's not budging. It's loose, like the pin's just bumping up and down.
So check 1 through 3 again, because you haven't touched 4 or 5, so they can't be overset. Talk it out. What's springy, what's not? Is 1 springy?
Alright, I'm at 5. 5 has a bit of spring, and then it's hard, halfway up.
Yep.
So we'll move on.
Again, once you feel that little bit of spring, there's no point in continuing to push up.
Right.
If it's springy, it's springy.
4 feels springy, too.
Okay, perfect. 3.
Alright.
You
Fuck,
skipped 3.
I know I lost it.
Alright,
I'm going
good.
from front.
Restart.
3's like just air.
Okay, you might be overset on 3. You may have overset that pin.
That's fine. I felt like I pushed it up too high. I couldn't feel it hitting that
If you're
top
not
end.
feeling anything, it's probably overset. Especially if you're not feeling anything in that one chamber and everything else is springy. Yeah, I think you overset the first spool.
It's high. This one. So I go down. That's pretty hard. It's gotta be 2. Alright. There we go. So that should be 3.
You full set.
Lost it.
No, you had it.
I know I had it.
Oh.
That's why I was moving on. To
I
the
was
spool.
watching the video and I said,
Oh,
there's
I
a
was-
full set.
I was loosening up on the tension.
Sorry, I just fucked you.
I lost it before you said something. I think I poked 3 again.
Happens. Well, it doesn't matter if you poke it. It's not going to hurt anything.
What?
Not sure said get a whipple bat and strike him every time he resets. That's fucking funny.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna pop him with a fucking wiper insert every time he resets.
Please, no. It's not like I have an abuse fetish or anything.
Oh, no, that's one of those things. Snow's over here calling for the 5200.
Oh, no, please, no. I can't do it yet.
Tonight is the night of correcting bad habits.
I guess so. You started pretty optimistic. You're like, Brown, you're like, SFIC maybe? Nah.
I didn't realize how bad it was.
Such optimism ruined.
Are you in false set right now?
Hell no.
Okay.
One's just hanging up there. Oh, wait, there's a little bit. But one... I thought I felt the core move a fair bit. I don't think I'm in false set.
Yeah.
There's no way. But it definitely moved.
Oh man, you should do the Sharpie trick so you'll know exactly when you're in false set. You'll find Sharpie.
I think I'm in false set right now.
You get it?
I don't know. People in chat are going to tell me otherwise.
Let's see. I don't think you are.
No, I just pressed on 5, which pushed it back. But I don't think I am now. Fuck no. Ugh. What? Ooh. Ugh. Hands are damn slippery. Little side. What? Two. 1. Oh, there it is. All right. Don't fuck.
Take a break, brother.
Oh, I'm in set. All right.
Sucks.
I'm gonna finish this.
I'm about to go eat some fucking
No, please.
enchiladas. I'm gonna eat my enchiladas right in front of you.
I think I just lost it. I'm not quite sure though. Done spools before, but
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect you to open this lock. Because that's a hard fucking lock to open. I did it on screen one night and had to reset 3 or 4 times.
what?
Alright, everybody in chat, we're gonna go eat some enchiladas and we'll be back after dinner. I would eat them in front of you, but I'm not a total dick.